Well, you see, this is a multilateral visit for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Leaders Summit, and the Prime Minister is effectively going to be there for just a little more than 24 hours. He's going to be traveling into Tianjin from Tokyo, where there is a bilateral planned with Japan. So that's how the visit is going to pan out. Of course, it's significant because it's, as you rightly mentioned, happening. Prime Minister traveling to China is the first time after the Galwan clash, and we saw how India-China relationship went into a deep freeze, equally so because of the COVID pandemic. But coming out of the COVID also, the freeze remained. So, and the breaking of ice, so to say, happened last year during on the sidelines of the BRICS Summit in Kazan, Russia. And since then, we have seen some momentum building up. Recently, it was decided that the two countries would re-establish air connectivity. China started or restarted Mansarovar, Kailash Mansarovar Yatra. There have been some concessions given from the Indian side in terms of re-engaging on the business side with the Chinese. So all those things have been happening. And so this is essentially a build-up to this meeting that's going to happen. Remember, again, this is a multilateral forum platform, and the two leaders are likely to have a small meeting on the sidelines since China is the host. This is also in preparation for the BRICS Summit, of which India is going to be the host next year. And so if Prime Minister does not go this time, it would look bad, and then it becomes an option for the Chinese President Xi Jinping not to come to India. So all those diplomatic issues involved. But of course, this is happening at a time of considerable geopolitical flux. America under President Trump is going hammer and tongs against BRICS nations, and the fact that in Tianjin, not just Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping are going to be there, but President Putin is going to be there, so of course you can expect that there, even for optics' sake, that picture of the three leaders together is going to be a message to America about not pushing too much with the triangulation that President Trump has been about, pushing India, pushing Russia, pushing China in a manner that they come together. So I think in that sense, it's going to be an important visit, as much, of course, for the geopolitics as it is panning out, as also, of course, for the bilateral aspect of India-China relationship. Looking forward to it, everyone. The leaders would be under intense focus and lens of the media. And the Chinese, of course, would want that Prime Minister Modi travel and have that photo op with Xi Jinping. And that seems to be happening finally. We have seen, because this visit is also, remember, happening in the immediate backdrop of Operation Sindoor and the Pahalgam terror attack, which led to the operation. And we have seen how the Chinese have, without making a statement, so visibly helped Pakistan to the extent that during those two meetings when External Affairs Minister traveled to China, Defense Minister traveled to China, National Security Advisor traveled to China as part of those format talks, the Chinese in the joint statements did not reflect or let Pahalgam be reflected. So in that sense, I think the Chinese have been very pro-Pakistan on this, very protective of Pakistan, very unfair to the India-China bilateral relationship, and hopefully when the two leaders meet, that would also be on the table to be discussed.